What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Gran Turismo 6 and another hill climb car build. My vehicle today is the Lexus LFA. Now I want to try out a Japanese supercar or sports car, whatever really you classify this as, for a hill climb car build, and I saw this and thought, you know what, why don't I drive it? The Lexus LFA is a car that I like quite a lot. I think it's a pretty wacky car. It looks pretty cool, it sounds pretty awesome, so I thought, you know what, I think it could do pretty decent. Let's give it a go. So this car starts off with 541 pp, which is quite a bit down there compared to some cars. The Jaguar XKRS started at 532, but the Aventador 583 and the Viper 580, so it's the second lowest starting pp car, which made me think it's probably not going to get quite up there, you know, with the Viper that got up to 704 pp. And that was definitely the case. It actually didn't go quite as far as I was expecting, only getting 598 pp. 598 pp, that's not very much. We haven't even broken the 600, and the reason behind that was because we couldn't change the aspiration of this car. We couldn't put a supercharger on it, we couldn't put a turbocharger on it, so I guess if it's naturally aspirated from standard, which I'm guessing it is, we just couldn't do anything to it, basically. So that meant that yeah, we only got 598 pp. The power, we actually only, and I'm saying only very loosely here, only got 756 brake horsepower. You may think that's a lot, and I mean, let's be honest, it is. 756 horsepower is quite a lot. However, you compare that to some other cars. I mean, we had the Jaguar with 817, the Aventador had it had 956, and the Viper had 1125 brake horsepower. So it is quite a bit down on some of those cars. However, it's the lightest car we've had so far, with only 1,218 kilograms of weight. So yeah, it is the lightest, which is very nice. Power to weight ratio 1.61, which is actually a better power to weight ratio than the Jaguar. I mean, the Jaguar got up to 646 pp, and it's got a worse power to weight ratio. So I don't really know why the pp is so low for this car. As for traction and stuff, I mean, it was fairly good. It's a rear-wheel drive, front-engine rear-wheel drive car, but the traction was actually pretty good. I didn't have any real issues with it stepping out. I could put down the power a lot better than I could, especially in the Viper, and probably even the Aventador that was four-wheel drive. And it's probably the grippiest car I've had so far, even next to the Jaguar. But yeah, I was a bit surprised by this car, with it not being able to get up to a very high pp. However, it did end up going faster than the Jaguar with a 44.075, puts it into third place out of the four cars so far. So yes, it is down on the Aventador and the Viper, but that is to be expected. But yeah, it's quite a bit down on PP to the Jaguar XKRS. However, it does beat it. Now we go on to the top speed, and I wasn't too sure about what was going to happen here. I mean, the Lexus LFA is a fairly aerodynamic shape, and it doesn't have really a wing. It does have an active aero wing, you will see it there, that pops up at the back. However, I don't think that should make too big of a problem, especially when you put it up against the Dodge Vipers or the SRT Viper's gigantic wing that it has on the back of it. And this car, although it doesn't have quite as much power as some of the other cars, it is still pretty powerful at over 750 brake horsepower. So I was expecting some decent speed from this, definitely expecting it to go over 200, and even though it is heavier than the Jaguar, I was expecting it to go faster. I mean, that Jag only did 208 miles an hour, but yeah, I was expecting it to go faster than the Jag, and it did, and it actually got very close to the Viper. Did 242 miles per hour. That's only 3 miles an hour on the Viper's 245. Bit off the Aventador, but that's kind of to be expected. Yeah, I was quite happy with this car. With the straight line speed, it was pretty good. I then decided, you know what, let's do some donuts. It didn't do donuts quite as well as the Viper, and yeah, really the Viper's the only other car I've done donuts with. But yeah, it wasn't bad. You had to put the handbrake down to get the donut sliding, or else you would slightly smack it to the wall, like I will probably do here. Yeah, not great. But anyway, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please go ahead, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.